Hello, this is the third day of Lil Bits training here at Jail Ranch Training. I'm Lindsay Music. In the round pen we have Lil Bit, 9-year-old quarter horse. Here we're going to go ahead and see how he responds as I walk into the pen. You see that he's interested, he's lowering his head, he's interested in joining up. I send him out and ask for some movement. He tries to come back in, however, I go ahead and send him. This being said, I want you to know that sending him out to move his feet is not a punishment. It is something that you want to do to make sure your horse is in tune with you, also to put through routines and rhythms, and to get him used to moving when you're asking him to move. As you can see, he is much more relaxed about me being on this left side. He is being much more receptive, allowing the training stick to touch him all over and just rub his body. Since he's allowed me to rub him with the stick, I go ahead and start to rub him all over with my own hand. This puts me in a more precarious position if he were to strike, kick, bite, or whatever. But this also puts forward a level of trust that we can move on. I love seeing how he is tuned into me, he is arcing his body into me, and he is softened. I look for these things as we develop a trust and relationship. We will continue to work on join up and getting to where he is energetically coming into the circle, but at this point we're going to go ahead and move forward and work on yielding the hindquarters and in a few minutes the shoulders. I was also able to do some backing and some beginning of desensitizing with the rope and string. However, the camera cut out before I could get all of that. When I ask for yielding the hindquarters, I look at his hindquarters, bending my shoulder in towards it, and then tapping the air with the stick with a rhythm of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I tap his hindquarters lightly with the stick, 1, 2, 3, 4, and escalate the pressure until he moves his feet. I'm looking for that inside leg to cross over the outside. Remember, whatever you teach on one side, you must also teach on the other side. Horses have a reactionary side of their brain and then a thinking side of their brain. We want to be able to approach both sides and get the same reaction of quiet and thinking. Now I'm going to move into yielding the shoulder and the front end. This horse likes to raise his head to avoid, just as he did there, and frequently will sling it to the other side, as you're about to see, which can cause a concussion or a knockout to a handler if he strikes him in the head. I want the horse to be able to move his shoulder up and away from me, crossing over the outside leg, in effort to move his body to get out of my space. When I'm asking for this, I position my outside hand, which is the left, up near his head, and then I position my right hand holding the training stick in the right. I place that about his shoulder and the lower neck. I start tapping the air with my left hand, and then tapping the air again with my right hand in the same motion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I then begin tapping the neck, upping the pressure, and using my other hand to get close to his face as well.